victory. I just got another victory. Opposition said they sick of me. We turn their future to history. They try to hit me, they missing me. Ooh, they in the way. They getting stepped on back in the day. We who they slept on. You see my place. It's never.
What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome you back to Sheer Brilliance Knicks. I might make this a little bit of a habit. I'm in here a little bit early, excuse me, but my people be coming in soon. And but it's a great opportunity to just hop on before the day gets started and to talk about this huge game that we have. New York Knicks. It's an elimination game tonight, possibly, but it's also another game where we remind our ops that we ain't going nowhere. So I love it. It's a game day. It's a game day. We're alive. Our team is going to thrive, and we're going to be back here. What is it, on Sunday? We'll be back here on Sunday. But just wanted to, just say I feel good. I feel good about these New York Knicks, man. You know, I feel good. I feel good about our team. I feel good about our resilience. I think the team is embodying the spirit of New York. I think they're embodying it. You know, as we continue to play games, whether we win or we lose, something that I mentioned in previous videos is that it is an evaluation process. There's not been many games in the playoffs where we've seen our front office. And I think that's strategic. First off, I think it's kind of crazy, the atmosphere, so you may not see them as much. But you know that an evaluation period, an evaluation process is taking place. They're looking at these high pressure moments, and they're looking at each individual player, and they're trying to determine what pieces need to be moved. We talked a lot about not playing checkers, but playing chess throughout the regular season. And I think that's what's happening. I think the front office is looking at the pieces. They're considering previous offers for players on our squad, and they're looking to see who is the perfect pieces to plug in next to players that seem to be foundational pieces for a championship for the New York Knicks team. But we are getting ahead of ourselves if we think that way. Every game, every minute played, every second played is being scrutinized, but is of the utmost importance at this time. So I'm enjoying the process of just watching. I'm enjoying the process of seeing who steps up. What are the little moments? How big of an impact? How important is the moment for these players? A couple of things came out throughout the media as I'm listening to talk radio, as I'm watching videos on YouTube, as I'm just keeping my ear to the ground of playoff basketball, NBA basketball, and our New York Knicks. And several things are rising. I heard maybe about a few days ago that the team, the players, got into a shouting match with the coaching staff. And that's one of the things where I'm like, some people is just like, is it trouble in Camelot? But not me. That's what happens when the stakes get higher. That's what happens when you take it up a notch. And something that we've regularly seen is the level of importance this is to the players. And then even more impressive was the fact that they came out and put forth the performance, put forth the effort, and secured the victory after said rumors, were going about, that the players got into it with the coaching staff. I love the fight. But I also love the level of respect that you go out there and you carry out a game plan. We don't know the context of what was discussed. We don't know the context of what started it. I'm pretty sure Rick Brunson was behind it because he's already on record having gone back and forth with Obi during the season. And sometimes as a coaching staff, you need to poke and prod your players. Or sometimes as players, you need to let the coaching staff know what it is you see on the floor because you're out there. You're out there in the midst of it. You're out there, seeing the game in 4K at a speed that the coaching staff is not seeing, at angles that the coaching staff is not seeing it. I mean, we sat there and we laughed and we judged when we saw Jimmy Butler and Coach Spo going at it on numerous occasions. We talked about, the bridge was burning on that side. And look at how they play now. Look at how they play for that organization now. So there has to be a certain level of fire that's applauded, but even more so applauded when the focus increases and heightens. And you channel that frustration, that energy, and that aggression in the correct direction. So those are little things, man. Those are the little building blocks. Those are the building pieces that I really, really am excited about for our franchise. I'm excited for tonight because little by little, step by step, if we scratch out another victory and bring this thing back to the Garden, we're in the process of making history. We're in the process of making history, and that is the point that I want to make on this video. Are you going to be part of the history in terms of cheering and rooting on your team? Or are you going to sit back in your anxiety, in your doubt? This team doesn't need any other people doubting them. They already have everyone outside of New York doing it. Everybody outside of New York is already doing it. Why are you in New York and doing it? This team already has an us against the world mentality. And I love it because every Knicks team that I rooted for in the 90s, since I became a fan, has always been successful because they held that mentality and they were right. It's us against the world. Nobody is anticipating, nobody is expecting, nobody's predicting the New York Knicks to win this series. You one of them? There's a lot that's going on. I look at Jalen Brunson's performances and I'm like, they're legendary. That's a legendary performance. In a big time spot, they say big time players make big time plays and big time games. Jalen Brunson's name and his face and his profile picture might as well have been next to that statement. We got ourselves a Tony Parker. We just need a Tim Duncan. We got ourselves a Manu Ginobili. We just need a Tim Duncan. Because that man is playing as I remember Tony Parker was. Came in, everybody was just like, who is this kid? Until he starts slicing and dicing people up. And he never made it to superstar level, but he made it to championship level. He made it to Hall of Fame level. I love what I see. And if all of you are willing to give grace to these players to improve and understand, it's their third year, or this player's 22, or this person is evolving. Your coach has already showed he has an ability to evolve. He did it this season. And if you're saying he's not committing to evolve, it's the same old Coach Tibbs, then you're right. Because in his 3 years of being here, 2 of those years we've been in the playoffs. 2 of those years we've had winning seasons. 2 of those years he's brought excitement and commitment and a team that plays their ass off. Ain't that what we've been wanting? That's all that Knicks fans have been asking for. Just give a shit. Because we've had teams who's been on the floor who didn't give a shit. So if you ask me, if you're on my channel and you're wondering how we should move forward in terms of supporting this team, save your criticism until the off season. Whenever that is. Because right now we're in a different season. We're in the playoffs. We are playing in the middle of May. The New York Knicks are playing in the middle of May. What? So I look forward to doing a Knicks Daily tomorrow. Knicks Daily edition. I'm still doing my own ad libs, damn it. I might just go. Listen, if we win tonight, I'm going to Best Buy and I'm getting my podcast kit so I can do my sound effects. But I'm looking forward to a big game. I'm not predicting who's going to step up because once again, it's not about one person. It's about everybody contributing. It's about Mitch Robinson hitting his free throws. It's about Jalen Brunson just being undeniable. It's about Julius taking elbows and staying in the game and still attempting to make an impact. It's about RJ remaining consistent and putting forth that effort. It's about Hartenstein getting 6 rebounds. It's about Tibbs reinserting our young boy back in the starting lineup. It's about everybody from top to bottom. Continuous encouragement, continuing to set a standard and a tone and a goal and sticking to it. Just one. We just need one game. We need this game tonight. We need to be a little bit extra. We need to empty the tank. Quentin Grimes said, this is what it looks like when you leave everything, your tank on E. In the same effort and that same attitude that they're putting forth, we need to put forth. So my challenge to you today is to have a phenomenal day. Whether it's your job, whatever your role is, by the time we hit the game, be prepared that at the end of that game, our tanks are going to be on E because we're going to give it our best at whatever we're doing throughout the day. And then we're going to get the rest of it for our team tonight while we're cheering them on. Don't quit. Game 7. Win or lose, let's support our squad. We are in the final 8. We're going to be in the final 4. They gotta talk about us. Let's get this done. I got about 5 more minutes. Let me see. What y'all saying in the comments? Yo, talk to me. Talk to me. What we talking? My guy, Reed, let's go. Come on now. What's good? Our squad going to get this victory. OC, what's good? One game at a time. That's all we need. That's all we need. Just one game. All right? Want to wish you all a phenomenal day. Keep this in mind. Same thing applies to our team. That applies to our lives. If there's no struggle, there is no progress. And keep this in mind as always. Not only are we here. And we got tonight. Sheer brilliance, Knicks. Let's go. Have a great day. Peace.
Victory. I just got another victory. Opposition said they tricking me. We turn their future to history. They try to hit me, they missing me. Ooh, they in the way.